So you want to put on some muscle without putting on any extra fat. Well, you're in the right spot. Most people, they fail a bulk because they either eat too little or eat too much. And in this video, I'm just gonna explain basically, how you should approach a lean bulk and the steps you should take after watching this. If you follow a lean bulk properly, you should gain like maybe 3 to 5 pounds a month while looking better, not just adding fat, just not looking bigger. I did both before. This is what I looked like when I did a dirty bulk, and then this is what I look like this past off season. I look a lot leaner and bigger at the same time, but I was actually lighter in this second one. Right here, I was about 235. Right here, I was about 225. And now that I've done it both ways, I'm choosing the lean bulk every single time. So what is a lean bulk? Well, that's just controlled muscle gain where you're adding muscle, maybe like half a pound to a pound a week, and not adding too much fat and not getting sloppy. The goal is simple. It's to gain muscle while minimizing fat gain. So these are a few common mistakes that people make during a bulk. They either eat too much, they don't track what they eat, they stop doing cardio completely, they go binge eat a little bit because they're not on a cut, and they're not tracking their progress effectively. And realistically, your body can only add on so much muscle at a time that any extra calories are just gonna turn into fat. So that's what we're trying to avoid here. Now, the thing with lean bulking is that you have to start when you're relatively lean. Like if you're chunky watching this video, if you're fat, if you're overweight, then cut first. I have a couple different videos going over that. But if you want to have a good, proper lean bulk, then you're gonna have to start out relatively lean. So what's the proper calorie surplus that I should be eating in order to lean bulk properly? Well, that's probably about 200 to 300 calories over your maintenance. If you don't know how to track your maintenance, find out how many calories you can eat without gaining or losing weight, and then simply eat 200 to 300 more calories. You should already be eating 1 to 1.2 grams per pound of body weight in protein, and your fats should be about a third of your protein intake. And then carbs are what you want to really adjust when you're trying to either add more calories or lower more calories. Obviously, when you're eating in a surplus, you should stick with whole foods. Just because you're in a bulk doesn't mean you could go and eat candy and get your calories in if you have enough protein. Like, you actually got to eat whole foods because of digestion and actual recovery and the nutrients. Like, yeah, technically you can lean bulk while eating junk food, but you're gonna get the most results out of eating whole foods. I have this one friend that's 350 pounds. He's basically straight up muscle. He does have a little bit of fat to him, but he's a power lifter. He's not a bodybuilder. And he always says that he got fat off of eating chicken and rice. So just because it's not cutting season doesn't mean you get to go out and eat whatever you want if you actually care about the way your body looks. Because with a cut, the main goal is to lose fat and maintain your muscle. But when you're bulking, you want to actually grow muscle. And the way you do that is by going harder in the gym, taking every working set, which should be 2 sets per exercise, to failure, tracking your weights, and recovering properly. Without training harder in the gym, you're just gonna add on more fat, even if you are eating in that 200 to 300 calorie surplus. And I mentioned something about cardio earlier. Obviously, you don't want to be doing as much as you were on the cut, but you still want to do it 3 to 4 times a week, 20 minutes on the incline treadmill, and then lower it if you need to, or just raise your food. It's really up to you, whatever you want to do. Another huge recommendation that I have for lean bulking is taking progress pictures. Now, it's gonna be the same thing as a cut. You should be taking progress pictures, you should be weighing in, but you actually need to visibly see the results of the week to week to even day to day basis. Don't just rely on what other people are telling you or the way you look at yourself in the mirror. And that's pretty much all I have for you. I do want to leave you with one thing though. You need to be patient. Lean bulking is not a sprint, because personally, I did the sprint before. I did the dirty bulk and I felt like shit after. After 3 months of dirty bulking, eating 5,000 to 6,000 calories daily, I gained 30 pounds and I felt like crap all the time, and I even looked like crap. So I'm never doing that again. I'm not gonna lie, during that time, I probably made the most amount of progress, but it also took longer for me to cut, and I lost a lot more muscle in that process. So you need to be patient and trust the process. The best physiques on the planet are usually built by people who can actually stay disciplined longer than everyone else. And with that being said, most people do end up just, spending years spinning their wheels and not really getting much done. But if you want an actual plan that's tailored to you, then just go to my Instagram and DM me the word lean bulk, 2 words. But anyways, I'll see you on the next one and good luck with your bulk.